You're watching Round Roanoke, your source for what's happening in the Valley. I'm your host, Alicia Starkey. It's known throughout the state as Virginia's Olympics. The Subway Commonwealth Games of Virginia is back in its 24th year, inspiring wellness and competition. Here to tell us more is Peter Lampman, president of Virginia Amateur Sports, and Wally Beagle, sports coordinator for this year's All-Star High School Baseball Competition. Thank you guys for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
So let's get started. Tell us about Virginia Amateur Sports.
Virginia Amateur Sports is a small nonprofit, a staff of 4, board of directors of 21 people statewide. We've got a board member in just about every part of the state. And in 1989, they were incorporated. In 1990 was the first game. So we've been around for a little while, but we've been here based in Roanoke the entire time, as have the games been here the entire time.
Okay, great, great. So the Subway Commonwealth Games are coming up, and it's a pretty big deal here in the city. Can you tell us more about the event?
I can, and thanks for the opportunity. Our goal this year is to have 10,000 athletes in about 60 sports. Some of the sports are not all played in the Roanoke area, but the majority of them are. Probably 45 to 50 of them are played here.
Okay.
And the athletes come in, play, participate, have a good time. Great economic impact for the Valley, and it's just a great exposure for the Valley and the city and the county. It's just very nice impression for the Valley to have this event here.
Absolutely. So you mentioned that you're offering over 60 or about 60 sports in the area or during this event. But can you tell us about the new sports that you've added to your lineup this year?
I can tell you a couple of them. It'd be really nice. We have CrossFit for the first time ever.
Okay.
A gentleman came to us and wanted to be a part of the games, and something new that's going across the country. And we try to be ahead of the game. It's not always happening, but it's going to happen again this year for the first time, as is a strongman contest. It's at the House of Strength. That's a similar sport, but a lot of people probably have seen strongman competition on TV for a number of years, and it's a playoff of that. We got BMX bikes, first time ever. That's going to be down in Petersburg because there's no track out west of Richmond. So that's going to be there in San Valley, but we're also going to do T-ball in the Martinsville area. So we've got about 9 new sports, and then cornhole is going to also be one of the events this year for the first time, from the tailgate party to Tanglewood Mall.
Okay, sounds like fun.
It is, should be a good time.
Absolutely. Now, Wally, I understand that you are the coordinator for this year's All-Star Baseball Competition. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, the All-Star Baseball Competition is in its 23rd year of being in the Commonwealth Games. Okay. It's made up of 4 teams throughout the state of Virginia. I have coaches in all those areas who assemble a team of 16 players each, which are outstanding young men in the 15, 16, 17 age group. And they try out for these teams and come into Roanoke on the weekend of July 4th, 5th. And we have our competition early because we just seem to, it works out with all the other competition going on throughout the country.
Right.
And it's been probably well established and the strength of the Commonwealth Games for a number of years because it's been pretty steady, and we invite college coaches and professional scouts to come in and look at these young men, and we've had outstanding people that are now playing Major League Baseball that played in the Commonwealth Games when they were juniors and sophomores in high school.
Wow, that's great.
So I look forward to it every year. Since I retired, it's just a big challenge to me to get these coaches, get these kids in here to hopefully get them all college scholarships.
Can you tell viewers, if people want to participate, how do they go about registering for the event?
Sure, thank you. The best way to do it is just to go to our website, commonwealthgames.org, go to sport listings, find the sport that you're interested in participating in, and it gives you all the information you need to do. There's different entry fees for different sports, different deadlines to register, and a lot of sports have walk-up registration the day of, such as CrossFit and strongman, 2-on-2 volleyball, a number of karate, a number of sports have walk-up registration, so something there for everybody.
All right, great. Now, are there skill requirements or age requirements to be able to participate?
Just in a few of the sports, like Wally was telling you about the All-Star Baseball, they're required to try out, and it's an All-Star format, but the majority of the sports we have, we have them as young as 6 years old. We have people participating in their 80s in the master swimming and running and some of the track and field events. So living in Virginia is one of the requirements, unless West Virginia and Maryland don't have state games, so they can also participate in the games.
Okay, well, great. Well, we're out of time, and I just want to say thank you all for being here today.
Well, thank you for having us. Appreciate it very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You can find out more about the Subway Commonwealth Games of Virginia and other events happening in the Roanoke Valley on the community calendar coming up at the break. I'm Alicia Starkey, and you're watching Round Roanoke on Cox 9. Thanks for tuning in.